Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done any videos, but since I'm back in Japan, I wanted to start off by doing my first video, which actually comes after the Hanami event that I went to with Charlotte and the rest of the gang. So it's pretty crazy because for me this has never happened to me, but after Hanami event I was on my way back to my house. And while I was in Tokyo, I was trying to search for my train, but I couldn't figure out exactly where it was because there was just so many different numbers at the Tokyo station, and a lot were the same. So it's you need to go to this line, but this line also has the same number and so forth. So I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. So I was looking at my phone a lot, and at the time I didn't really have a phone yet because I had just got back to Japan. So I was trying to get internet from the JR station, and when I finally got Wi-Fi, I was looking up, and then somebody actually stopped me, and it was just oh, can I talk to you? And I'm sure. And then he pulled out his badge, and he was just oh, I'm a police officer. And I was oh, okay. And then he was just do you know Japanese? And I was yeah, I know a little bit. And then he told me oh, can I see your wallet? And I was yeah. So I pulled out my wallet, and he wanted to look at how much money I had, and my visa and my residency card and all that stuff. And for me it was pretty crazy and kind of scary because it's never happened to me before in Japan. So I was kind of scared. I was is this actually happening, or is he about to run off with my stuff? Because he wanted me to actually take out my residency card, and he wanted to see my credit cards and so forth. And I'm oh, well, this is from America, so I don't think that actually has anything to do with Japan. And he's oh, okay. But he wanted to hold it and stuff. I'm oh, is he about to run? Because I can't lose this card. I need this card to survive in Japan, obviously, because you use your residency card for everything in Japan. And it's never happened to me before, like I said. So I thought oh, if he's gonna run off with my stuff, I really gotta chase him because I gotta get my stuff back. And then he gave it back to me, so I was oh, okay, so maybe it's over. And then he said, oh, your bag. I was yeah. He was yeah, can I look in your bag? And I'm oh my god. I'm what is going on here? So then I gave him my bag, and then he said, can I open it? And I was yeah, sure, you can open it if you want to. And then at this point another guy came over. I'm just what is going on? I don't understand. I'm just here trying to look for my train. And then I have well, I really didn't, I assumed they were cops because yeah, he had a badge, but at the same time, I mean, it could have been fake or something. I don't really know. So then I let them look inside my bag, and then he looked in everything inside my bag, and they looked in every compartment and all that. I'm just wow, this is pretty crazy because it's never happened before. So then I thought, at the time, I wasn't, I don't know, I was kind of sad and kind of mad at the same time, because I'm just wow, I'm just here just trying to look for my train, and then I'm stopped and interrogated and asked inside my stuff. And I don't know, I'm very surprised because I lived in Japan for 2 years prior to this, and it's never happened to me before. So I don't know, I didn't know that it happens in Japan. I didn't know that people I don't know, look for certain, I don't know, characters or whatever, or so what in Japan. So it kind of caught me off guard, because I'm wow, I guess it happens. Well, I guess I would assume that it happens everywhere, but I don't know, I just didn't think, I don't know, that it happened to me. I guess it's just never happened before. I lived in America, and a lot of people would say you know, it's kind of a common thing in probably America, you know, to probably get profiled or and so forth, but it never happened to me in Japan. So I don't know, for me it was kind of different. I don't know, I've heard other people say it happened to them after I told them oh, that happened to me, and they're just oh yeah, it's happened to me a lot in Japan. Usually when I'm trying to look for stuff and I look kind of lost or whatever, a police officer would approach me and he would ask me oh, kind of what are you doing, and can I see your residency card? And if you have like your visa and your passport and so forth, they want to see that too. So I guess it happens pretty often. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it was, for me, it was just like crazy. And I thought about it like the whole night, like, wow. At first I was just kind of scared because I was like, oh, are they gonna steal my stuff? But then I'm not. But I don't know, I saw the badge and I just thought like maybe I should just like show them. But then when they just took it from me all that, I was like, please don't run. I don't know if this is fake or real, but yeah, in the end it turned out to be real, I guess. They said thank you and then they left me, but at the same time I was just kind of down because I was just like, man, all I'm doing is looking for a train and then I got stopped. So yeah, just to let you know, I mean, I guess it could happen anywhere, but at the same time, they weren't mean. They were actually pretty nice about it. They asked me, can I do certain stuff before they did it? Just for me, for my personal sake, I was just like caught off guard because it's just not something that I've experienced in Japan before. But at the end of the day, at least they weren't like rude or mean about it. They said thank you for like assisting them and so forth before they left. But for somebody like me, I guess it just was on my mind like for some time. So I just want to share it with you guys. Kind of like a welcome back experience in Japan, I guess. I've only been here like 2 weeks, well 3 weeks now. But yeah, that happened to me on like my 2nd week. And besides that, also have been in a video with just me and Charlotte talking about college, so you'll see that soon. So just want to let you guys know that I'm back and I can't wait to do more videos with you guys. Bye.